Hey, what's up? We're in the next part, right? In the previous part, I was speaking about how it is that I was walking through, like, doing my morning modes, like taking my cups into the house, the plate I was using, dragging myself through the mud, brushing my teeth, the whole thing that I do every morning, just after getting out of bed. In the middle of me, schlepping around, I then heard a word of knowledge. The Lord told me, you're gonna start earning a salary. And I had also told you that, remember, I don't earn a salary. I don't have a reliable source of income coming in every single month that can tell me that with which I can plan. Tomorrow I'm going to do this, or next month I'm going to buy tires for my car, blah 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 blah. Right? I have to wait until somebody decides to be generous, and even then I have to spread that money out as far and long as I possibly can. So I am never with zero in my bank account entirely, right? And so if you're telling me, God, that I'm gonna start earning a salary, then you're basically saying that I'm gonna be able to start, I don't know, planning. I don't know. I haven't done that in so long. I have not planned in a while. Are you telling me that I'm going to be able to finally save up for my MacBook Pro? Because I want a laptop like no man's business, and I don't want just any laptop. I want an Apple, so I can sync it with all of my devices. And I'm not the kind of person to buy a computer secondhand because it's a computer. There's just so many security issues, so many things that can go wrong with a secondhand device of that very private nature. So it has to be new, fresh out of the factory. So I want a brand new MacBook Pro, and that's gonna set me back 17 to 20,000 rands easily. Okay, so does that mean that I'm gonna be able to save up perhaps like 2,000 rands a month until I finally get to December and have enough money to buy my laptop? Are you telling me that I'm going to finally prosper to plan the way that I've been wanting to plan? Are you telling me that I'm finally going to prosper to maybe find a church? Because I'll have petrol in my car and it'll be properly serviced, it'll be running smoothly, to visit churches every Sunday to see where it is that I'm going to stay. Are you telling me that I'm going to earn a salary that is going to make it possible for me to be some kind of a normal human being again in society? Are you telling me these things? Hey? Are you telling me? And I was like, but how is it even possible that I'm ever going to monetize successfully? When just last night I was watching a brother online, not online, it was actually offline because there was a power cut, right? But nonetheless, I got the content online and I downloaded it to my downloaded videos on YouTube. Alpha and Omega Productions, and in his ministry he leads with a very sombering, sorrowful, heartbreaking message saying that YouTube has decided to demonetize this channel. So if you could support me on Patreon or on PayPal, please do so. This is another thing that broke my heart about that plea was the fact that this is my life's work. It's what I do full time. It's all I do. I'm a preacher. So with me being demonetized, I am essentially in a little bit of a bunch, and my heart really broke for him, because the very thing that I've been speaking about, this hyper censoring of Christians, making it impossible or difficult for Christians to earn income using mainstream platforms and so push their agenda. It's coming so much against the body of Christ that YouTube is naive to imagine that being the world's leading video streaming platform and God being the ruler of everything, that he's going to allow the most proliferating of his gospel platform to smother Christians and to silence them without judging YouTube in some way. I spoke about how YouTube is on its way out, like the Titanic is sinking, even though it is arrogant. And I was confirmed to such a thing as that by yet another man online whose content I found that has been demonetized. So he stopped earning a salary, but he's still doing all that work. He is still putting in all that effort. His videos are still very beautifully edited, lots and lots of work put in, but for zero reward. Zero reward. The Bible says, if anybody does not want to work, let them not eat. You can therefore imply from that if anybody works like a dog and does not get paid, it's an abomination to Emmanuel. It is an unequal scale. And there are Christians that are working like dogs to upload content on YouTube, doing very beautiful work, excellent edits, and they cannot monetize on that platform. So I believe with every bone in my body that God is getting rid of YouTube. Right. If they don't repent, they are arrogant to think that being the world's leading video streaming platform, and so therefore the biggest proliferator on a digital platform of the gospel, they are arrogant to think that they can thwart the gospel and not have God finish them off and take them out of the way and put somebody else in place, because he is still doing a work. He is still gathering for himself a people. So I was like, Father, I'm pretty sure when you say that I'm about to earn a salary, that I'm not about to monetize on YouTube. The other day I went and I checked my subscriber numbers because my heart was broken. I don't know why I did that. I should just, like, my strategy with YouTube is dump and dive. Like, I don't check any stats at all. I just put the content in. I don't even know how many people view my stuff. I don't know how bad my binary code is, whether or not anybody is looking. Then in that way, I'm not going to be discouraged from checking. But something made me go check. After last time I had checked, I had 680 subscribers, and I had ever since then uploaded about 4 to 5 batches of new content, and I had moved up. I had been bumped up by 1 subscriber, and in that whole batch of work that I did many shorts too, which tends to win people subscribers. They shadow banned me in the worst way, and I've made that clear. And my heart got so broken. I expected to at least have 5 new subscribers. I had just one. I had gained 1 new subscriber after uploading 5 batches of content. No, not 5 videos, but batches. As in, you know how I upload in batches? If you follow my content, you will know that I upload these series that are like 1 of 31, 1 of 27, 1 of 21, 1 of 13, and then I will upload like 27 shorts afterwards. I had uploaded 5 such batches of work, and I was sitting on 1 subscriber gained. One. I was like, God, there's no way that's how I'm gonna earn my salary. It's not YouTube. And for me to start making any kind of money on Facebook, I'm gonna have to have at least 10,000 followers, and I'm sitting on about 900. I don't doubt if Facebook continues to leave me alone, I will eventually get to 10,000. I will eventually get to a place where even some of those 10,000 go to YouTube and follow me from there, right? And so I will gain my numbers on Facebook because I will have sent them over. I will gain my numbers on YouTube because I will have sent them over to Facebook from what do you call this? I will have sent them over to YouTube from Facebook. But I'm going to have to get such a serious number of followers on Facebook before I can start getting the kind of exodus to my YouTube channel that would make any kind of difference, that would make a real bump, a difference in my subscriber numbers and in my viewer count on Facebook or on YouTube. So I'm nowhere near there. Like, I work like a dog to get on Facebook. Like, every batch of content that I upload, especially if it's shorts, I'll gain maybe like 30 new followers, which is handsome. It's beautiful. I like it. And as I grow, the number gets even bigger, right? But I need, like, YouTube was my holy grail in the sense that all I needed there was 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, whereas with Facebook I need so many more. So YouTube was my number 1, and YouTube refused that I should make any money that way through it. So if at all I'm about to start, God made it, like, God said to me that it's something that is around the corner. He said I am about to start earning a salary. About. So I was like, how long is it gonna take for me to get to 10, maybe 15,000 followers on Facebook and send a good 300 of them at least to YouTube so they can finally get me monetized? It's gonna take me another 3, 4, maybe up until the end of the year. It might take me up to the end of the year to get my Facebook to 10,000 followers. And that's if Facebook doesn't decide to pull a YouTube on me. So when you say about, is it one of those a day is as 1,000 years, 1,000 years is as a day things that about to use like more like 2025? God, tell me what you're saying to me. Tell me what you're saying to me. There's no way I'm about to monetize on YouTube, and there's also no way I'm about to make any kind of decent salary from Facebook when it requires so much more than YouTube to monetize on Facebook. And I didn't really get an answer, but all he said to me was, you're about to earn a salary. That's all God said. You're about to earn a salary. That's all he said. You're about to earn a salary. But he didn't tell me how, and my natural mind automatically defaulted to thinking YouTube is number 1 and it's currently stagnant, and I upload stuff and I gain a decimal point of a subscriber with each new batch of work that I upload. Facebook is not persecuting me. However, it's going to take me a minute to get to at least 10,000 followers there. How? And we all know that my WordPress account, like, I'm gonna have to write every single day with consistency to finally get to a level of ad revenue that would be the equivalent of a salary. Now, a salary is not 1,000 rands, guys. A salary is not 4,000, not for a woman like me. A salary is not some amount of money that is coming in, but that's very, negligible. A salary is a decent amount of money for me to be able to actually plan every single month for what I'm gonna do next month with my money. So minimum 10,000 rands a month. That's all I could think, at least in accordance to my standards. And 10,000 rands is a pin drop in the ocean in comparison to what I used to earn as a program manager at MTN. But it is the only kind of like payment into my account that would start to actually mobilize freeing myself from the rut that I'm in, just in terms of the debt that I owe, just in terms of the things I need to fix my car, just in terms of getting my fitness ministry up and running, just in terms of like I even wanted to like join the gymnasium because that would motivate me to work out more, due to the fact that one of the biggest reasons why I don't even work out sometimes is because it's so hot, and it's currently summer in South Africa, and I don't have any ventilation. I don't have any way to work out, so I'm always just kind of dragging my body through mud. So if I joined the gym, I'd be going to an environment that is ventilated, and so I would work out there, build up my strength and my stamina, and then during the winter months I can then work out because I prefer to be at home. But during the summer months I need to be in a place that has got aircon. So ideally for me would be having my own apartment, and I would have a home gymnasium, and in my own apartment I would install aircon, lady solar panels, but I don't have any such thing. So an interim fix would be to actually be a member of a gym. So to be able to pay gym membership monthly, or to do a once-off payment go gymming for an entire year, I would need some pretty good money to come in for me to make that commitment with Virgin Active, which is the closest one here. I can't go too far because I have to think about petrol. I can't drive all the way to Rimsach to the Bobby there, to the Planet Fitness there, which is cheaper than Virgin Active, because over a year it's going to all just balance out ultimately into the same amount of money, because the one trip, you know, is a little bit of a stretch for me to get there, while the Virgin Active I could even like jog there and I've arrived. Okay, so I was like, all of these things that I want to plan, are you telling me I'm going to be able to plan them? Are you telling me that I'm going to be able to finally knock on Virgin Active and give them a once-off 6,000-7,000 rands and be like, membership for a year, leave me alone, I'm coming in here every single like day of the week? Are you telling me that I'm going to finally have storage boxes to put? I want to put a lot of my things in. I want to buy storage space that costs like maybe $250 per month, where I can take some of, you know, the clothes that I have got in the back of my car. Yeah, I want to move them to storage, so my car is not a storage facility. I want to actually purchase storage space, go Easy Move or whatever company it is that sells storage in this country, and put some of my things in there so that I don't have to put them in the boot, and if I need them I will go there once a month to get them, and I will bring them home. The storage facility places in Honeydew, not very far from where it is that I stay right now. I've got these things in my mind, but I cannot open up a contract with a storage facility company and then not be able to pay them every month. So I'm either gonna have to pay for storage for 1 year, like with gymnasium, or get a salary every month so I can be able to give them 250 when they increase it 350 type setup thing, just to put my stuff in there. I also want to start buying gym equipment so I can build for myself a home gym type thing, but I'm gonna have to store it somewhere. I'm gonna have to put it in Linyami type setup thing, because I can't just bank things. Thing. Yeah, my mom. There are so many things that I want to do. So many things that I want to do, but I'm not going to be able to do them because I can't just make a haphazard purchase of something and then it just doesn't come through for me, and I'm stranded with it for like a couple of months without being able to move on to the next level of improvement. But the Lord told me, you're gonna start earning a salary. So I'm like, God, what do you mean? Well, that's just the thing. God tells you what he's gonna do, and you don't really know the ways in which that's gonna happen. Providence, you don't understand it until it finally is all up in your grill and you're like, oh my goodness, but he told me, he showed me it's around the corner. It's not something that I'm going to be waiting for another year or 2 years. It's around the corner, the earning of a salary. Like, I've got a job that I'm going to get rewarded for this work that I am doing. The only thing that I can think about right now that maybe, just maybe, might actually make that possible for me is my blog. But that's if they install these solar panels, as in day before yesterday. And when they do install them, I'll be able to write every single day. But I am going to fade on YouTube as a result. I'm definitely not going to rely on YouTube. Facebook is my only social media platform at this present moment that I'm using to push my stuff ahead, and because of the way that YouTube is hurting me, it's not going to be too bad for me to not upload videos there all the time. It's not like I will feel like I'm abandoning some audience there that is, you know, ever thirsty and hungry to hear what I'm going to say next week. Like, YouTube won't miss me even if I'm off it for a month. It won't miss me, but Facebook might. So for the sake of Facebook, I'm going to keep on uploading content, and thank goodness Facebook, if you just upload 1 or 2 photos, people know you're still alive. And also on Facebook, if you upload shorts only and no long form content, people still know you're alive type thing. I want to do less videos, and I've spoken about that, and start concentrating on writing. But to grow a base on a website is a mission. It takes time, dedication, and consistency. I'm gonna have to do that for a couple of months. So that for me is the one way that I can see how I would earn a salary, but I also can't see through it. Something around the corner. I see it finally starting to pay off for me, maybe by the end of the year, and even then, if these solar panels come and I don't get interruptions in power. So we'll see, guys. But that's what it is that the Lord showed me. Okay, this morning he comforted me despite me wanting to die from a sore throat. Like, I've got a sore throat right now as we speak, and when I sleep it gets worse because the bacteria magnifies from my mouth and what have you. But it gets better as the day progresses, but I'm all sneezy all day long, and I'm like, why can't it just be something more serious? The Lord sees how much pain I'm in, to a point where I actually want to die. Next part, I've been speaking for so long.